the Diabetic Gardener. If you're new to my channel, thank you very much. And if you're a returning viewer, great. I hope you're enjoying what we're doing here. I hope you've all had a good day. Oh, it's just Becky. We've invaded Becky's space today because it's raining outside in Nottinghamshire. So I hope you've all had a great day today. We've not had a bad day. We've been for our family exercise trip out today, in between the showers. But like I say, it's raining here in Nott, so we've had to come inside to do this this video for you. So this episode today is changeover day. I'm really lucky in the fact that I get some tech funded by the NHS here in the UK. So it's going to be a video of how I change my sensor, my flash glucose monitor sensor. So if you're ready, let's get going. So this is the sensor that's due to come off today. I do drive in the UK, and one of the conditions of driving is that that you wear them on the arms. They're only meant to be worn on their arms. Friends, colleagues, type 1s that I know do wear them in other places, and they do get good results. But because I drive, I wear them on my arm. So we're going to take off the last one. This is due to come off. Now, one good tip is actually to put your new one on 24 hours before you take your old one off, and they do tend to settle down, because for the first couple of hours of a new one, after the sensor has started, it can be a little off. But as you can see, we'll just pull that off, and that's what's left. You get the little sensor in there. That's what reads the interstitial fluid in between the muscle and the skin, and that's what gives me my blood sugar readings. So what we do, I get these from the chemist. These are sticky stuff removers, Zoff. They're not that expensive, but they're really strong, and they're quite wet as well. But I just give that a wipe. With all the sticky stuff. Oh, I've got caught on my finger, that stings. Cats are all about, look. Don't want to get in the action. My wife's a cat lover. Well, we all are really. Look at that. Yeah, is that better? Give her a drink. So, we've got the old one off. As you can see, it does leave a bit of a red mark, but I do get a bit of sensitive skin, but it's not sore and it's not dry. So, this is what I'm lucky enough to be prescribed on the NHS. And this is a Freestyle Libre sensor from Abbott. I'll pop all the links in the comments or the description box below. You can self-fund these, but I was lucky enough to be funded the first year into being diagnosed with diabetes, because with me working in a garden centre, the work there is a bit sporadic, and my sugar levels were going up and down, and I couldn't control them that much by finger pricking. It was getting a bit daft. I was finger pricking 10 to 12 times a day, some days even more. So I was lucky enough to be prescribed one of these. Now, this is a sensor like you've seen that sits on your arm, and it reads the blood glucose level in between, in the fluid in between your muscles and your layers of skin. Right, I can't say it. Interstitial fluid. So it's a flash glucose monitor. and it's great. And all I do, I've got it loaded on my phone, or downloaded the app on my phone, and all I have to do is put my phone to my arm and it gives me a reading. There is a bit of a delay, so you're about 10 to 15 minutes behind, so you have to bear that in mind when you're managing your diabetes. So in the box you get your instruction sheet, which after the first couple of times of doing it you don't really do it. Now you get two parts. You get the inserter and you get the this sensor pack. So it's all sealed to keep it all clean. So we've got that in there. This we unscrew, it's quite tight, and as you can see, the sensor is in there. So we line up the grey line there with the grey line on that one, line them up and click them in. That's ready loaded. So we leave that there. The other thing you get in the box is 2 alcohol wipes, because it's really important. I've not long had a wash, so I know my skin's clean, but I always do it, force of habit. You get 2 little wipes, and then I'm going on the opposite side. Sorry about that, it fell off. So it goes on the other arm. So we'll give it a good wipe. I try and aim for between the tattoos. Not that I've ever had a bad reading if it's gone through my tattoo, but I give all that area a wipe. And then you have to wait a few seconds for it to dry. So now, I don't know whether you'll be able to see this, I don't know whether it will focus. What you've got is the sensor that's pre-loaded with the needle. You might be able to see it. No, it's not going to focus, but basically the needle's in there, and that is what is going to, let's turn the light around. Let's try that. That's what's going to pierce the skin. There we go, you can just about see that. And then apply the cannula in its place, and then the needle is pulled out. So we'll have a go. The first time you have a Libre sensor, you get quite anxious, to be fair. I mean, you're shown how to use it once when you go and pick them up, or that you were in my clinic, and then it's down to you. Sometimes you get bleeders, sometimes you don't. So we'll go about there. Count to 3, 1, 2, 3. Hold it there for a few seconds so the sticky sticks. And there we go. You have to rub it around 3 times. Why 3? God only knows. But wipe it around 3 times, just to make sure it sticks. And that one doesn't look like it's a bleeder. Now, when it's warm, I do sweat a bit, and they can come off. There are things you can buy to put on your skin first, like skin tack, but I get these prescribed from the GP, and these are brilliant. These are called hydrofilms. You can see the size, and it just fits. Sometimes if I have a lot of baths, or it gets wet, or again if I sweat, I might have to put another one of these over tapes on. but you get an overtape that's quite easy to understand. You pull one tab off and two tab, and then you line it up. It's quite difficult. Press it down. Sorry, Becky, am I bothering you? Am I bothering you? So that's on, and then you pull off the others, and then that's on. I have my app loaded on my phone, so what I would do now is get my phone, open the app, and then scan this one, and it tells me that there's a new sensor detected, and do I want to start that sensor, and I would press yes. And then you have a warm-up period, so that's 60 minutes. The app tells you when it's ready to go, but a trusty Diabetic kit bag out. So in my pouch I have my Libre sensor. So what we can do here is you get to the home screen, you press start new sensor, and it's asking you to scan the sensor. There we go, new sensor, warm up 60 minutes, and you have to press the OK in the top corner, and then that's it, ready to go in 60 minutes. I can then go and use the sensor on my app. I think any of my type 1 friends that have had a Libre for a lot longer than I have may be able to tell you different, but I think if you start it on your phone first, you can't go back to your handheld device. But if you start it on your handheld device first, you can use both your phone, I'm recording with my phone, you can use both your phone and your little handheld device at the same time, the reader. So I'll pop a few pictures up above, probably this side there's more room, of what the app looks like on the phone, and what it looks like when it takes a screenshot of my blood sugars. So not had a bad day blood sugar wise. When we went out, we decided to stop for an ice cream, and because I knew we was going to do some walking around the lakes, I actually didn't bolus for it, and I think it was 3 hours later my blood sugar was 8, so that was a good call. I would have had to have guessed the carb ratio on that, but I would have guessed it at about 40 grams. So yeah, not too bad. I've had a phone call this week. The process is for me is being quite quick. If you've been following my videos, you'll know that I've had this funding for a pump, and I've had a call from the pump team this week asking me if I knew what pump I wanted, so they can get it ordered and get an appointment together with the pump team, the DSN in the pump team, and a rep from the chosen pump that I've chosen. I've chosen the Tandem T-Slim X2. I won't go into any more because I'll make a video on that and post that up in a while. I've sent a couple of emails over to Tandem, and if you've done a little bit of research like I have, you can link it to a Dexcom, which is a continuous glucose monitor similar to the Libre, but it's not a flash glucose monitor, it's a real-time blood glucose monitor, and those two work together. So I've sent a couple of emails out, see if they're willing to send me some dummy boxes or something like that, so I can show you what they are, and we can have a video on those. But I'm getting really excited now. It seems quite real. that now these specialist nurses are ringing me and organising this type of stuff. So a bit apprehensive. I know there's a lot of work involved. I'm ready for that work, and I hope it makes a change to how I've been over these last few years. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Like I say, I'll put all the links in the description box below. Please, if you haven't subscribed and you like what I'm doing, give us a subscribe, a like, comment, drop any comments in the box, and if you have one, don't forget to press that bell icon, and that will notify you when I upload any more videos. As always, just to let you be aware of that I'm not a medical professional. Any views and opinions in these videos are strictly mine and mine alone, and I'm not affiliated to any business or Facebook page. I'll also pop a link to a great Facebook support group that I mention in every video, and like I say, I'm not affiliated with them, but it's a good bunch of guys. They help us out, they follow your story, and they help you along your journey, which when you've got type 1, some days can be a bit rough, and they're there because they understand. So I'll drop all those in the comments box. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Take care and stay strong.